Hello, my name is Chelsea Burnett, and this is my pitch for a short film titled At Sunrise, which is an adaptation of the 1927 award-winning silent film by German filmmaker F.W. Murnau titled Sunrise, A Song of Two Humans. Staying true to the original storyline, At Sunrise is about an unfaithful husband who seeks forgiveness and the chance to redeem himself after attempting to drown his wife. The themes in the story include love, forgiveness, and redemption. The two main characters are Jack, who's in his late 30s, and Annie, who's in her early 30s. The setting is in the Outer Banks, North Carolina in the 1940s. Also staying close to the original silent film format, At Sunrise has very few lines of dialogue, relying heavily on the characters' expressions and actions to portray both the story and the themes throughout the film. The film begins with Jack, the husband, sneaking away from his mistress's home back to his wife and child across the Sound in 1940s coastal Carolina. Annie, young and depressed by Jack's neglect, has all but given up on their marriage. Prompted by a note found in his pocket from his mistress and cold interactions with his wife, Jack plots to get rid of Annie. Jack asks Annie to go to town across the bay, planning to kill her by knocking her unconscious and tossing her out of the boat. At the very last second, he changes his mind and is unable to go through with it. When they get to shore, Annie is still afraid for her life and attempts to run away from Jack. He chases her down and tries to calm her. He begs for forgiveness, but Annie does not respond to his pleas. Annie, distraught and unsure what to do, stumbles upon a prayer service at a church and hears a familiar hymn being sung. The words touch her heart, and Jack, who has followed her, is moved to tears. Annie recognizes a true change in her husband and takes his hand in a sign of forgiveness. Jack treats Annie to a night in an inn and buys her a new dress, earnestly taking on the role of devoted husband. On their way back home across the Sound, a severe storm overtakes them. Their boat is pushed toward some jagged rocks, and Jack struggles to keep them safe. At the climax of the story, Annie falls out of the boat and is knocked unconscious on the rocks. Jack risks his own life to save her by jumping in and then rushes her back across the bay to find a doctor. Jack's mistress sees his love for Annie and realizes that he isn't going to leave his wife. Jack finds a doctor and takes Annie to his clinic, and at the very end, Annie wakes up as light from the next day's sunrise comes through the window with Jack at her side.